What a moment.
Rapper, singer, producer, 10-time Grammy-nominated Travis Scott. He performs the new Monday Night Raw theme, 4x4.
It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. What I'm sipping, I can boot you, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you.
Legend. It's been a long time, Pat. Are you sure you're in shape for this? Nope. Hey. Cole. Pat.
I'm yeeting all over myself in LA.
Just don't yeet on me. I don't have another clean suit. Hey, Pat. For old time's sake, why don't you get up on the table?
Wow. Oh yeah, Cole. Yeah, Cole.
Okay, I'm blown up.
Yeah, me too.
How much fun is this? You know what?
Yeah.
The hell with it.
Get on up here, Cole. We're yeeting on Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix and yeet. Yeah. What up, Trey? How you doing? Got any of that sage? All right, we'll talk later. Netflix and yeet, Cole.
We have to do commentary.
Wait for the beat to drop, Cole. On beat, kinda. Like every other one. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, Cole!
How the hell do I get down now?
Be an athlete, brother! Yeah! It's great to be back! Nailed it. Got some Irish or English lads.
Okay.
Right now, stop blowing out ratio.
We got a couple of seconds to grab our breath. Main event, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, next on Raw! And Pat and I have received some oxygen during the break, but we're back.
Yeah, it feels like we're at altitude. That might be what Travis Scott brought out here, nonetheless.
And check this out, Jey Uso, what a 2024 he had. Jey Uso with 21 televised wins last year, among the top in WWE. Can he kick off 2025 with a bang? There you see my buddy Eddie Arango, massive Mets fan, wearing the ref cam for this matchup tonight.
Eddie Arango always has a fresh fade and sweet shoes, and he'll call this thing right down the middle tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
A couple of years ago, at the Clash at the Castle Premium Live event in Cardiff, Wales, Drew McIntyre was about to beat Roman Reigns to become the undisputed champion. The Bloodline, specifically Solo Sikoa, messed things up by back and Jey Uso go right after Drew McIntyre to kick things off tonight. This is a highly personal battle. And the reason for that is because Drew McIntyre blames the Bloodline and anybody associated with the Bloodline for all his faults over the past couple of years. Uso caught by McIntyre, driven kidney first into the apron, and then slung down the aisleway.
Drew McIntyre, a towering man out of Scotland.
You know, Drew really started going off the deep end, however, Pat, back when Jey Uso arrived on Monday Night Raw in 2023. He was welcomed with open arms by the likes of Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre took offense to that. Could not understand why anyone was supporting the man that he believed cost him a championship. And ever since then, McIntyre has made it his plan to try to take out anybody related to the Bloodline. Match underway, went for a Claymore, I believe. Jey scooted out of the way.
Drew McIntyre always has his eyes peeled for a situation that he can think people are conspiring against him. Always a chip on his shoulder.
Well, I've called him a hypocrite on a number of occasions because I really believe that. Oh, and a kick right to the midsection by Jey Uso. Mentioned had an incredible 2024 Intercontinental Champion before the new Bloodline cost him that title. Jey Uso has never beaten Drew McIntyre one-on-one in his career.
There's not a lot of people that have beaten Drew McIntyre.
Drew, a three-time world champion, former NXT champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, won a Royal Rumble as well.
A royal right that was, right to the jaw of Jey Uso. Oh, now he's mocking the yeet we were doing.
Jey Uso, of course, with his brother Jimmy, one of, if not the greatest tag team in the history of WWE. Jey's held the tag title 9 times in his career.
Drew's trying to chop the soul out of Jey Uso.
Well, this is personal, as I mentioned, for Drew. He wants to hurt Jey Uso tonight.
Chops and shots from Drew McIntyre. Like this one's gonna be loud.
This has been simmering for, a couple of years now. Did you hear that?
Echoing off the wall here at the Intuit Dome is a hand and a chest meeting in a terrible way for Jey Uso. Look at me, Drew McIntyre says.
Took a bit too much time, and Jey Uso with a sit-out powerbomb. This is Monday Night Raw, historic night tonight, live on Netflix. From the sold-out Intuit Dome, over 17,000 in Los Angeles tonight. I'm Michael Cole at ringside, joined by my friend and the great Pat McAfee of the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN and College Game Day. Partner, it's so great to have you back.
It's an honor to be working alongside the GOAT as we experience one of the greatest nights in the history of wrestling together.
And Uso trying to fight back against McIntyre. McIntyre with that Terminator-like build.
We vibing.
Against main event Jey Uso, who delivers yet another right hand.
Both these men incredibly tough. Having to eat each other's best shots.
Uso backing it up in the corner.
Ass to face.
Homage to, of course, his dad, Rikishi, and the late, great Umaga. As Jey Uso now, crossbody, lateral press for the win. Kick out by McIntyre at 2.
Not sure he hit that back to face as cleanly as he would have liked. Hits across body, picture perfect, gets a 2 count. As Los Angeles tries to get both these men back to their feet.
McIntyre ducks underneath. There's the neck breaker by McIntyre. And McIntyre now is in his zone. And a kip up by Drew. uber athletic for a man his size.
How heavy is this man?
270 pounds.
Should not be able to do that. It's a defensive end. That's a tackle.
And now McIntyre looking to put Jey Uso away. Going for the Claymore, which is his finishing move, but Uso caught him with a kick. Cover now on Drew. Kick out at 2. A near fall by main event Jey Uso.
Just timing that up perfectly the way Jey Uso did. He could land that super kick into a keyhole if he had to. Jumped about a quarter of the way across the ring, delivered that Air Force One right to Drew McIntyre's mouth, almost ended this thing.
Breakout year for main event Jey Uso. Looking to kick off 2025 with a bang. Jey heads up to the top rope now. Going for the Uso splash. McIntyre got his knees up. And that's going to cost Uso.
McIntyre took the time there. Utilized it to his advantage, and now he's...
Spine buster.
Spine to pine!
Jackknife cover by McIntyre. And Uso kicks it 2. Drew McIntyre continues the assault now, and Jey Uso with a set-out power bomb for the win on Uso. Another near fall by the Scottish Warrior.
An all-out power assault from Drew McIntyre on Jey Uso here.
Drew McIntyre believes that he speaks the truth. Cannot believe that the WWE fans have abandoned him.
He needs to start believing he could be a world champion instead of believing everybody's against him. He has all the tools to be great. Gets caught up in his own mind every once in a while. There's no reason he shouldn't have gold around his waist. And until then, we have to say, what could be with Drew McIntyre right now? Special, elite specimen, strength, agility, you name it.
Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre exchanging blows, center of the ring. McIntyre kicked to the midsection, looking for the future shock DDT. Uso looking for a Samoan drop. McIntyre hits the future shock. And to put main event Jey Uso away, who kicks out again at 2.
Phenomenally resilient is this Jey Uso. He was yeeting with Travis Scott just a few minutes ago. Now he's taking everything that Drew McIntyre can throw. Future shock DDT.
McIntyre is just angry all the time. Blames everyone else for his problems. Maybe take a look in the mirror.
That can be a motivating factor as long as it doesn't distract you.
Said that about Kevin Owens, who we saw earlier tonight. McIntyre looks for the Claymore. Spear! Uso with a spear from out of nowhere. And McIntyre survives.
The precision on that spear. You're talking right shoulder, right to the sternum of Drew McIntyre. As the Intuit Dome watches Yeet versus Drew here on Netflix. Still crazy to think about. The whole world is watching the WWE for good reason.
And two of the best doing battle one-on-one in this matchup tonight. And a big kick to the face. Drew still favoring the left arm. And a kick again, super kick by Jey. Drew McIntyre somehow still on his feet. Went for another spear, caught in the face by McIntyre. Kick. Oh, and a Claymore! Claymore by McIntyre! Hooks the leg! Uso stays in it!
I have no idea how you kick out from that. 275-pound man running full speed puts a heel through your dome.
And McIntyre just continuing to get more and more angry. the disdain and the hatred he has for main event Jey Uso and anybody involved with Roman Reigns and his bloodline.
Ground and pound right now for Drew McIntyre.
This is the viciousness of the Scottish Warrior.
Drew McIntyre moving Jey Uso. Spatula's hitting off of his chest. Then a Glasgow kiss to seal it. I think we're close to a countdown coming from Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre, one more Claymore here and it's over. Absolutely no doubt about that.
For any human, not just Jey Uso.
And Jey Uso just collapses in the center of the ring before McIntyre could hit the Claymore.
On a bad defense, move the strike zone. Got Drew laughing instead of delivering a Claymore, and now he's one man parading around as if he's already won the match.
Come on, Jey. One kill shot and it's all over. Pick yourself up. I know you've got a little bit left. I know you got a little bit.
McIntyre, whip the Claymore again, this time Jey Uso rolls up McIntyre, got him caught, and he picks up the win. Incredible.
Here is your winner, main event, Jey Uso!
I think Jey suckered him in.
That's just classic Drew McIntyre there.
Drew got a little overzealous, and he paid for it. Jey Uso picks up a massive win over a shocked Drew McIntyre.